Hey, you see that? That's our first international arrest in Canada. Oh, you see that? That's our arrest in our 42nd state in Delaware. YouTube's censoring channels like this left and right. If you want to keep this movement alive, consider joining Rokcs in the pinned comment. You can see all of these uncensored, no filter, for only $7 a month. And you can keep this movement alive and spite big tech. Choice is yours. You can support the group that has an arrest in 42 different states in 2 countries. You can see catches like the fire lieutenant, which I can't post publicly until after his trial. You can see all Stinghouse content that I think is too spicy for here, plus much, much more. Contribute directly to getting these people off the streets. Keep yourself entertained, keep us going, join Locals, pin comment. What's up, guys? Before this video starts, be sure to follow us on all platforms, including on Rumble, which you can find in the pinned comment. This platform has been giving a lot of people like us a lot of problems lately, and Rumble is a lot more receptive to free speech and whatnot. So be sure to follow us on Rumble. Any video on here you can also find on Rumble, and if you're looking for a video and can't find it on here, it'll be on our Rumble. So be sure to follow us on Rumble in the pinned comment. Like the video. What's up, guys? A lot of you guys may know about the Gordon Flowers hoodie. However, we also have a Fried Pickles hoodie, as you can see right here, and Gordon Flowers sweatshirts that you can get in many, many different colors. Show your support for the Gordon Flowers movement and the PP movement by getting one of these. I can tell you, they are very, very comfortable. Like, in all seriousness, they are, and I actually do wear them. So be sure to get one of these and enjoy the video. This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
How's it going?
Good. Hi, it's your phone speaking. You have a new message.
Got a package for you here, man. I'm going to talk to you about some messages online to some females that are younger, on the younger side here, okay? I understand you're a offender, so it's probably important we just talk about this, because I know you're not a bad dude or anything like that, yeah. But, you know, we have this here, okay? I don't know, you know, I don't want it's up to you with your dad, but I think it's important that we just have this talk. I don't want to get him involved because it's not his business. He's not you know what I mean? So, you know, he can do whatever. I would probably tell him not to call anybody because we just want to talk to you, man, okay? So,
I'm not in trouble.
I'm no cop, bro. I literally, look what I'm wearing, you know?
Dog.
So, I mean, but I do have this, and these are to girls as young as, like, I don't know, talking young here on your Brandon Facebook, like to Emily and to some stuff.
Okay.
All right, cool. We just kind of talk here. I don't want to do it on your dad's property. I'm sorry, sir. I just, with him.
Actually, I'd like you to
Yeah, you can. Is it cool if we just do it right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Fine.
Thank you. And the cameras are for safety because we are on your property, so I don't want you to like, you know. Okay, appreciate it. Well, sorry to meet you like this. My name's Gordon.
Yeah, sure.
So what do you do for work now?
I deliver furniture.
Okay, awesome. So you're actually being productive and stuff.
Trying to.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't want I wouldn't want this to like get in the way of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm glad you're doing something good and real, not just slouching around around with this. You know.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So how long have you been on the registry for? That part I don't know.
09.
Okay. So when you were 23. Okay. What happened with that, if I may ask?
Honestly, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, that's fine. But you know, I just kind of see a relapse happening, and that's not what.
Right.
You know, I just want to rather get this turned around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously, we have Emily, right? Like 2022.
Okay.
She was the 11-year-old girl on Facebook and Instagram. And then I have Lisa, and you know, you talked about her 6-year-old sister, stuff like that. Okay. So
The Lisa one doesn't ring a bell. The name Emily doesn't ring a bell. But I'm not going to argue with. I'm not going to argue with. Obviously, I communicated.
So when does when did you kind of start doing this again, man?
I don't know. It's like a tick in the brain. You know. It's like
Yeah.
it's a battle every day. Not trying to be a victim, but it is a battle. And
Right. Like that's why I don't think you need trouble. You just need help, man.
right.
Like I don't think, you know, obviously I'm not micromanaging your life here, but I think whatever happened, I don't think you got the proper help for it, bro. But when did these whole feelings start for you?
What do you mean?
Like these feelings of to just kind of, you know, you found yourself on the registry. Like when did these feelings towards that age group start for you, man?
Say probably teenager,
Okay, like high school?
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. And it just kind of, whatever attraction you had just stayed the same as you got older?
It's stuck there, I guess.
Okay. Did anything happen to you when you were younger?
No.
Okay. So there's probably something going on that you need to get help for.
I most likely. Yeah.
Okay. Do you get any counseling now?
No. I just fight it myself. It's like a roller coaster.
Uphill battle, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. So I guess since you were on the registry for 14 years, when did you kind of jump online and start this stuff online?
It's not something that seeked out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just struck a conversation and my brain took it down the dark hole.
Oh, really? How many years ago was this, you think?
Last year, it's last year.
Like talking 2021 or 2022?
2022.
Okay. And this was just dipping your toes in the Facebook, the Instagram, and all that?
Trying to get back into social media while also trying to not get back into social media, and then I just end up down a dark hole.
Yeah, I got sucked into it.
Social media is,
oh yeah, yeah. Well, you see one thing, then it's just,
and then it just, snowballs.
Yeah, of course. So was this like on what apps? Like I know Facebook, Instagram, like Telegram too, or?
No, I don't use Telegram.
Okay. Did you get rid of Telegram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was just Telegram, something else.
Yeah. Yeah, probably stop yourself on Telegram, huh?
What do you mean? What?
Like, you had Telegram, when did you delete it?
I don't even know.
Okay. Was this like last couple months?
Months or a year.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't really do much on it.
Okay.
But
Well, you mentioned like Telegram is bad, like how so?
it's it's easy to find, dirty, dark, and just, messed up channels on there.
Mm-hmm. Did people would add you to those, or did you find them? Like how'd you see them?
Find them through social media.
Yeah. What were some of those channels?
Oh, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Were they? Do you think they were like shit that you didn't want to be a part of anymore?
Well,
or-
I mean, there's, you join a channel and it end up being like some gore, and it's like, what the is this? And then you delete it. And it's like, stuff like that along
Yeah.
those lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you click on it out of curiosity, and then it's like, whoa, what the and then you dip out.
Right. Right. So how did you get those groups linked to you, or did you find them yourself on Telegram? Like, how did you get in those groups? Like
People hit me up on DMs,
on Telegram or Instagram?
like Instagram.
Okay, and then you would kind of the gateway thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this is from all the way from a year ago to Emily, and you said yes, a really cute selfie, and you said you're incredibly beautiful, and she said, oh thanks, I'm 11 by the way, and I said I know, I'm gonna say it anyway, I love your pics. And this is back when you had the current thing, Facebook.
Okay.
I love that meme by the way. I agree with it.
Yeah.
I assume you're.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you're gonna be alive too long to keep.
COVID one.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. Come on, see, so you're gonna be alive too long to keep doing this stuff, man. You're
Yeah.
Okay. So you added each other on Facebook, and you said about to eat dinner. She said, "What you eating?" And you said, "I wish, but I'm not sure right now what I have instead." Yeah, real smooth, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's that tick that I was.
Yeah.
That
Just snaps for you.
just something just snaps for me, and I just start, spewing off and not realizing what I'm saying, and.
Okay. So is this kind of just like you get carried away a little bit? Okay, makes sense. Then here, to Emily, you said, "Oh my God, them legs." She says, "Thank you," and you said, "Yeah, dang, wow." She says, "What?" And you said, "Yeah," and you said, "Hee, I like." I mean, looking at like who you were following and stuff, it was just a lot of that type of ages, that type of accounts. Did you just kind of like reach out to everybody you followed, just saying hello, stuff like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Why do you think Emily?
I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those that was reached out to and responded back, I guess.
Okay. Do you remember there being a specific reason why her, you think?
No.
Okay. How did the conversation kind of escalate with her?
I don't even remember much about the conversation, to be honest. I don't
Okay.
remember how it escalated or how it ended or anything.
Okay. So you kind of faintly remember her, just not the details?
Even faintly stretching it, like I honestly, without going through and reading the whole thing and fully remembering, I don't remember too much.
Right.
And I'm not like covering or anything, but I literally don't remember this conversation or her, in general.
Okay. So it was 2022, like did the dam break and you just straight up just relapsed into this stuff?
Probably.
Okay. So, if you don't specifically remember Emily and Lisa and all these others, I mean, how many, younger ladies under 18 do you think would talk to you online, like since you got back on social media?
What do you mean?
Like how many people do you think you talk to online, or they have talked to you, like younger ladies under 18?
Well, most of it's just like hello, and that's as far as it goes.
Okay.
But as far as like this, like, obviously two.
How many others, if you had to guess?
Hardly a couple.
Like, what's hardly a couple, you think?
I don't know. I can't put a number because I like less than 5.
Less than
if I was
5.
to put a number, I guess.
So you think I probably have half of them in my hand right here, and
I don't
there's
know what you
probably
have in your hand.
well, I have 2 right here. So you think there's 2 others that are probably just somewhere out there, or didn't know about, or I didn't know about, or
Yeah.
okay.
That
Do you remember how old they were?
conversations died off, and
Yeah.
no.
You just remember them being under 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we talking like 9 or 10, or like
No.
you think 11 or 12?
Yeah, probably 13, 14.
Okay. And what, just basically carried away stuff, like asking for pics back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay.
So getting out of hand, flirting or whatnot.
How many of them sent you like selfies?
selfies in general,
Yeah.
all of them.
Like all of the, okay.
Yeah.
And how many, because, you know, there are obviously pictures requested here. How many follow through with their requests and, like, you know, on their own free will, of course, sent you a photo of, like, their or like a
No,
topless?
no, the conversation would end there.
They wouldn't respond to you,
Yeah.
or?
Wouldn't
Okay.
respond to me or block me.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, I pushed it too far. My bad.
Okay. So you would request from other, like,
No, I was just like, what do you look like? And then I would get a picture. Not necessarily requesting.
okay.
Where's this going?
It's literally for safety because we're on your property, dude.
I know that, but like,
Yeah.
what happens next? Like with this conversation?
Well, if you guys want to go, like, honestly, if you guys were to, like, just make up something and say we try to threaten you or anything like that, I could say no, we didn't. But other than that, man, I mean, you're an honest guy, and I think that you want to get on the right track. So, I mean, you know, I don't see why anything you have going on for you should be jeopardized, you know, so. But here you say,
I've deleted social media and then I, you know, brought it back and then deleted it and brought it back. You know, it's just one of those. I just need to delete it and put it away.
yeah, it's like a trying to go this many days without it thing, then an accident happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said, I wish I could make you more than happy, and she says, you always do. And you said, oof, hee hee, I want to see more of you, much more. She said, like what? And you said, your beautiful body. You said, I want to make you moan and blush. And she said, how'd I moan? And you said, when I give you pleasure. She said, what kind of pleasure? You said, drop them panties, spread them legs kind of pleasure. And then you said, here, never touch yourself. She said, how'd I do that? And you said, here, send me a pic of that type. And then on Facebook, I have messages here too, I think. Your Instagram got deactivated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why'd they ban you?
I was getting a little too pushing the TOS as far as like posting my body.
Okay. Is this on your Instagram feed or are you DMing people?
No, on the feed.
On your feed?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you see like, you know, these women that are in thongs and bikinis, like, oh, how far can I push it? And the next thing you know, you're banned.
Okay. Yeah, equality, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll talk to each other on Facebook too. I mean, here you said, well, this on Instagram, I could kiss your thighs all night. She said, I would let you. Yeah, spread them thighs for me. Yeah, hee hee. Let me get a close up of the thighs. I don't like my thighs. Let me see them. Please see what? Them thighs. So this is how it pretty much went with, like, you know, you said hi to a lot of them, but with the 3 other ones that I'm not reading here, that's how it went with them. Like that type of talk.
Basically, and then it would like either just die off or the subject would change, or I would like not. I would I would like catch that tick and then be like, all right, I'm stupid, and then delete it or.
So those other girls that, you know, you would ask for those type of pics for, did they send any of that, like the 2 other ones?
No.
No. What do they say when you would ask?
It's just they're not doing that.
Okay. And I assume like you didn't like keep pushing it?
No.
Okay. Well, see, I mean, yeah, see, it's not like the worst. So on Facebook, you'll talk with each other. You said here it would be fun playing with each other in the tub. She said, how? And you said, my in your.
I don't even remember the Facebook one because honestly, I haven't used Facebook Messenger in quite a while.
Okay, so you kind of remember the Instagram one, not the Facebook? I mean, because I kind of see you nodding at some of this stuff. I mean, what's ringing a bell here?
Some of it rings a bell. Some of it's like, I don't remember that conversation.
Yeah, no, like I'm not expecting you to be like Einstein and shit. Like, but I mean,
I wouldn't be right here.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, does this Emily girl do you just kind of remember escalating stuff a little bit too far with her?
Probably.
Okay, well, I mean, I know you've been very honest so far, but probably isn't exactly like a definite answer, you know. I mean,
without reading the full conversation, like I can't tell you how it ended.
oh yeah, no, I'm not saying like how it ended, but do you just kind of remember this girl trying to talk to you, you talking to her? That's all.
Nah, not 100% aside from what you're telling me.
Okay, so when I read these, it's kind of ringing a bell.
Not really, but I'm trying to, and it's not. Yeah, how long was that? When was this?
This was started in March, ended
Last year?
ended around October.
Oh, of last year?
Hmm?
Hmm. No, I honestly don't.
Okay. So what do you remember about the 13 and the 14-year-old that talked to you? I mean, you said those were the other two.
I mean, some conversations stick out other than others. I know more than others.
So those ones stuck out to you. Do you remember their names by chance?
No,
Were they American?
I think British.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard telling on social media when you're not using words and you don't know their accent.
Right. So, did they ever video call you?
No.
Okay. So you said, yo. Then 5 months later, you say, I wish I could see you in a bikini. And she says, hi, hee, hee, you're back. So I guess there was a little drop off between spring to summer. You said, hey, and she says, why did you block me? And you said, don't know, by mistake, maybe. So you did block Emily at one point on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. Why'd you block her?
More than likely, just one of those, what the heck am I doing? And then blocked it. Like, best way to end it is just get away from it.
Yeah. So you've done this multiple times with younger ladies under 18 where you realize what you're doing, then you end up blocking?
Realize where I'm going with the conversation and kill it, yeah.
Okay. So I mean, when I asked you and said, hey, so you ended up blocking Emily, you're like, yep. I mean, it was pretty definite. I mean, I think it kind of is ringing a bell that you took responsibility and ended up doing the right thing with this, which that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, can we get on the right path here? And I think you are actually remembering this because this.
I mean, I am, but I'm not at the same time. It's
Yeah, like I understand you don't, at 5 p.m. on July 7th, none of us remember what you said at that time, if you said anything. But I think you kind of remember this 11-year-old Emily talking to you, then you doing the right thing, taking responsibility and blocking. And then, like you said, it relapses, and this is exactly what the chats indicate.
Right.
So, I mean, you're kind of on par with what's. But that's my point. I think you are kind of remembering the Instagram stuff. Remember, you relapsed, went on Facebook, then blocked again.
It's repeat cycle.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is that ringing a bell with her?
No. I mean, honestly, no. But obviously the conversation died off again. Or
Yeah,
ended.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're saying you talk like this and you're talking like this, I mean, it's just us going over it together. I mean, I really think that you did the right thing and remember blocking Emily. So,
I just need to be blocking myself.
well, I mean, there's always that, but I mean, at least you're not going to meeting these girls,
Yeah, oh God, no.
Right. So,
And I think
go
the
ahead.
point's been made. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I just got to ask, so why do you think you hit her up again?
Curiosity killed the cat, I guess? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So you said, what you doing playing Barbies? How about you? Wish I could join you laying in bed. I'd rather play with you than the Barbies, though.
Like, okay, like, can we move on from this? I'm getting what you're pointing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, like, obviously embarrass you with these, but I mean, if you claim that, these are all just non-memories to you, which I think you obviously remember blocking her and just kind of flirting with her. But I mean, if you don't, then I think I got to keep reading these to kind of refresh your memory, man.
For what? I mean, like, all right, so say I do remember, my memory's refreshed, now what?
But do you? I think you do.
But I mean, like, you keep going, like, where are we going with this? Like, what's...
Well, I just kind of want to figure out, like, I mean, why was this said to her? But if you claim to not remember a single one of these messages, I mean, I don't know what to really do but refresh, man. But I think you do remember, because you obviously remember blocking her. I mean, I'm not saying you remember saying yes and because I
I'm
want
not
to.
saying like I necessarily remember blocking her. I mean, obviously I blocked her, and I'm, blocking her is the healthy
Yeah.
pattern, but the healthy thing to do, and that's, excuse me, when I realize I f***ed up, like that's my like in my mind the save. Like I got to get out of this. Like so, I'll just block whatever conversations I'm in.
Yeah, but basically what I'm trying to get at here is, man, either you remember Emily specifically and blocking her, or there's been so much flirting with these people
There
online.
hasn't been so much flirting.
Okay.
It's one of those where you suppress you work your brain into forgetting as much as you can.
I know, because I know you don't want to be like this, dude. I know you don't.
Right.
I know, and that's why I came here to talk to you, because if I felt like you take pride in this and you're just some sicko, then I wouldn't, what's the point of even talking to you about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's an embarrassment, and when I do catch myself, it's like, what the f am I thinking? Why am I doing this? And then like backpedal and try to, forget that I did it.
Right. Right. So, I mean, basically, talking about playing, you said Mike and your. And then, I mean, the messages died off, I think, in like, I want to say they died off in January or February on Facebook. I don't know. When do you?
Of this year?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say longer than that. I haven't used Facebook Messenger in quite a while, unless you've got it right there to prove me otherwise.
How many? I mean, was Emily the only one you talked to on Facebook Messenger, or were there others too that were like
The
younger?
only one, yeah.
She was the only one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think it was February or January? You think it was before that?
I would have to say, yeah. It was
Okay.
longer than that.
When do you think it was?
Bro, come on.
I'm just asking, dude. I'm just asking.
You keep asking the same thing, though. It's like, I don't remember. Like, I don't honestly remember. It's been that long.
Yeah, well, I think you blocked her in October.
Okay.
But you also know Emily was the only one with Facebook Messenger. And you haven't, you said you've used it. I mean, come on, man. It's all indicating you remember who this is.
I do use Facebook Messenger for friends and people that I follow. But in regards to this was the only one.
Okay. So you remember Emily being the only girl on Facebook then?
Okay.
Do you?
Why?
I think it matters I think it matters because how can there be accountability if you don't remember anything that happened? I'm just asking if you're.
I think I've proven accountability. Like.
I agree, but I think, you're kind of halfway with being accountable, halfway not. And look, again, I get this is hard to talk about, dude. But I don't expect you to just full out say, "Oh, this is everything I've done. This is all part." Because, dude, only a sociopath would do that. But I understand the wall, dude, and I totally get it. And it's because you're a human with real emotions, and that's something that I actually appreciate rather than you just being a Jeffrey Dahmer, just proudly proclaiming all of, and you're not Jeffrey Dahmer, obviously, but you know what I mean. But I mean,
it's a disease I fight every day.
Yeah.
And obviously I relapse, and then I fight it, and I relapse, and I fight it, and I try to keep fighting it.
Yeah. It's, you don't look at it as a pride. You look at it as something that needs help, and I'm with you on that, man. So, but again, like if you say she's the only one on Facebook Messenger, I mean.
So do you offer help, or are you just here to put me out?
I'm not here to put you out, man. But yeah, there's absolutely a number I have to get help, 100%. So.
So can I get that number? Or
Yeah.
I don't feel like going any further.
Oh, well, you don't have to, man. I'm not forcing you to be here, but I mean,
your point's been proven that I got a f***ed up brain, and I go to social media. So, like, if you're offering help, are you?
Absolutely. But I mean, I have other messages here on the Brandon.md account on Insta where you're, talking about a 6-year-old.
Who?
Where you're talking about a 6-year-old girl.
Oh.
I mean, how deep down the rabbit hole did it go? I mean, obviously, 6-year-old. I mean, who's introducing this stuff to you, man? You didn't wake up one day and just decide you like 6-year-olds. How'd you get introduced to that stuff?
That I don't know. It's just, I honestly, I don't know how to answer that one.
Were you ever addicted to?
I've seen my fair share of it.
Okay. Do you think you kind of went down that bad rabbit hole?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think you went down a bad rabbit hole with?
Probably.
Okay. So when did basically the for you start to take a younger turn?
I'm done here. Like we're I think you've proven your point.
Oh, it's not about proving a point, dude. I'm not here to dump on you. You gotta understand, Brandon. I get like you've been through a lot of stuff with this type of stuff, okay? And I understand when people have probably talked to you about this type of stuff, with messages or whatever, with evidence, whatever you want to call it. They probably haven't been the most helpful or anything, but you gotta understand. I do want to give you help, but it really involves asking some tough stuff, dude. Like truly. But again, if you don't want it, of course you can always just go in. But I mean, I'm trying to vouch for you, man.
Keep going when I've already asked you, like, if you're offering help, then give me the help. Like, what's the help?
How am I supposed to get you help when we don't even know anything?
That's where the professional psychiatrist comes in, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, what can I even refer with you if, like, every time the tough stuff comes, if the only thing that we really know is, yeah, I took stuff too far, but I'm claiming I don't even remember who Emily is, even though she's the only one on Facebook I messaged, or this type of stuff. Like, dude, I get it's uncomfortable, man. And look, it takes a real man to be out here, and you are a good dude. But look, man, your parents are still standing outside. They love you, man. They love you, okay? So don't cheat yourself. Look, dude, it's not about me. I'm nobody to you. I'm Gordon. That's it. I'm Gordon Flowers. I'm nobody to you. After today, you're never, besides a link, right? After today, you're never going to see my face again, You're going to have to go face them, You're going to, I mean, you look in the mirror every single day, right? Okay? You're not going to be happy with yourself. If you're truly not happy.
Not.
Okay. But if you're truly not happy with yourself, obviously he's just saying, can we be done? Can we be done? Yeah, it's hard. But you know what? It's not easy to, are you Catholic or something?
No.
Okay.
I've given up on religion.
Okay. But as the saying is, it's not easy to just do an exorcism, right? I'm not Catholic, but it's not easy to just say, okay, demons, get out, right?
It would be nice.
Yeah, I know. But what
Switch and I'd be done with it.
yeah, I know, but it's not a switch, man. You know it's not a switch. I mean, here you are 14 years later, right? It is what it is. So, again, I don't want to embarrass you with this stuff that I have printed out. That's why I wish we could just talk without this stuff. But it's like we have to use it because we're not really on the same page sometimes. So I want to ask again, when did it start to take a turn?
I'm done with this conversation. Respectfully, I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. Like, if you have a referral to send me to, then I'll take that. Outside of that, I don't want to go any further. I'm done. Well, I feel like we're just going in circles here.
Oh, I don't really think it's circles. I just think that, I just don't think that you're serious about what you're telling me.
I am serious, and majority of these conversations, I've tried really hard to forget and move on, and my mind trained my mind to, it didn't happen.
But it did, and that's why we're here, man.
Right. And you keep going with it. Like, I'm done. I don't want to keep going with this. Like, I'm done.
But Brandon, like, you can be, of course, but you lied to me about Telegram.
Huh?
You lied to me about Telegram.
Okay. What?
You lied to me about Telegram. It's not because I asked you where do you get the links from? Instagram. Yeah, I know that proves right there it wasn't. Here I have you on it, and Brandon, I hate to keep bringing this up, but again, dude, I'm not here to fight you, bro. I mean, I'm not saying that, I'd help you over my mom if you were drowning, but I care about you enough to come here and talk to you about it, and I understand being combative, but I mean, you're commenting on a video of a little girl on Instagram. Where does one get the full vid? Okay? So I already know I knew before I even got here that you were on Telegram into some bad shit. Now, were you producing these photos and images? No. No, you would never. Because you have a line. That's why I'm here to talk to you. There's some people that are too far gone to not even talk to. I don't care. Them. Let them burn, right? You're not some kid, but you're not 30, you're not 50. It's not too late to turn this around. And I hate to say you lied to me about Telegram, but you're a human being. You did, though, because you got the links from Instagram, and you weren't following NFL and live leaks on Instagram. You were following pretty much exclusively this. So That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. Because, yeah, you f***ed up earlier in your life, but it's also not fair the internet brought you back to this point. Because, yeah, if you had no internet, sure, you'd struggle with thoughts, but you wouldn't be doing this shit that can get you in some hot water again, you know?
Right.
So, these groups on Telegram, I believe you left them, sure, absolutely. But it wasn't. Unless it was with kids, but it wasn't.
No.
So, who's putting out these images? Are these images or videos or both? How young are these girls going?
I'm done. I'm done talking.
I mean, if you don't want to separate yourself from the true bad guys, that's okay. You don't have to.
I mean, if you're not gonna give me a referral of someone to talk to,
Why should I give you? Why
are you here?
Why should I give you a referral if, like, every time shit gets real, when you know you get called out for something that wasn't true? Why should I work to help you when I'm trying to figure out why people relapse on this type of stuff, man. You fuck up once, sure, but you're here 14 years later. Your arms have been crossed the whole time.
I'm cold.
Yeah, but I'm in shorts and t-shirt. Your arms, I get it, man. You're not looking me in the eye. It's embarrassing. I know, dude. I know it is. There's a reason. I'm sorry. There's a reason why I wanted Dad to not be here, bro. You don't need to go home and that you can tell him whatever the fuck you want to tell him. You should tell him the truth, but I'm not gonna hold you accountable for that. I'm just gonna hope you get help. That's it. Can't do much besides that. But in the end, dude,
I would accept the help if I knew where to go, knew who to turn to.
That's the thing. Like, you say you want to get help, all this stuff, but then it's like you obviously know the crap you've seen on Telegram. I mean, here you are asking for a video of 2 kids on Instagram. Where can I find the full video? And your response to that isn't, oh yeah, I got carried away. I had the stuff shown to me, displayed to me, like you said in the beginning. And yeah, Telegram's a terrible app. And I saw, you said, yeah, it's you shouldn't be able to download it. Not just for anybody.
Yeah.
That's not something I want to get into. But come on, man, you can watch on the website, even on YouTube still, before they go full communist. Well, you can go to BitChute and watch that shit.
Cleaned up a lot.
Well, cleaned up isn't censored a lot.
Right.
But I mean, come on, man, we have the same train of thought. I don't need another. Look, honestly, I'm thinking bigger picture here. With how shitty the economy is, I don't want another fucking person out of work, bro. That's ridiculous. We have a country to save. That involves being accountable and basically making sure our future doesn't get harmed.
Right.
So, I mean, come on, bro. We both know what we've seen on Telegram, but let's put it out in the air so it gets out of your body.
Why is it so important for me to say it on camera?
No, that's what you're worried about?
No, it's not what I'm worried about, but it's just that's the feeling I'm getting is you're trying to get me to say these things on camera.
Oh, well, if that's the case,
I mean, you've already got everything.
yeah, if that's the case, then, I didn't have to come talk to you. If the case is to burn you, then, I could just say, oh, hey, offender. It's that easy.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
I mean, in this day and age, you don't even gotta have paperwork.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I could false accuse your ass, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I could just say, "Oh, my daughter was walking down the street, and you did something." Come on, man. You think?
Look,
No.
at the end of the day, I have an issue. I call it a tick. Call it whatever you want, a bug, a virus in my brain. I fight it every day. It's a battle. Sometimes I lose. A lot of times, most of the time, I win.
Yeah, but obviously on Telegram, there's a lot of losing going on. Okay, so that's why I'm giving you a chance to separate yourself because, hey, yeah, you're right. I get the whole camera shit. I totally do. But come on, man. I didn't have to come all the way here. I didn't have to go down this shitty dirt road and come here. In fact, we're talking March, May, April of last year. You know how much time I had to burn you if I wanted to burn you? I'm giving you the courtesy of having this conversation, okay? And yeah, it's on camera because you see my footprint right here? Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big dude, all right? And I know you can hold your own. But all it takes, you know, you said you don't even need evidence nowadays. Yeah, you don't. If I just come on your property and you say, oh, you came on my property, all I gotta say is, yeah, I did, and boom, I'm screwed. So, if you're worried about the camera stuff, well, I've had this for a year already, and if you're that worried about it, I could have just said,
No, I'm trying to figure out where you're going with this. Like, what?
So basically, your thing is basically what you're telling me is, yeah, you're right about what's on Telegram, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know where we're going with it. I mean, if we're being real, that's what you're telling me, and that tells me that yeah, I'll get help, but with a condition, like only So look, imagine there's a whole coliseum watching you right now. There's not, obviously, but let's just say there's some bleachers right there with them watching you. And if they were watching this right now, which again, nobody is, but if they were, and they see this dialogue happening, do you think this makes you look worse or better when you're obviously just beating around the bush with what we both know is on Telegram? What do you think? It obviously makes you.
Yeah, it makes me look worse.
Okay.
I'm done. I don't want to go any further. I'm done talking. Like, I mean, you've gotten enough out of me.
It's not about getting anything out of you, man. It's about figuring out why, so we can get you the proper help. But obviously, if you're going to maintain that, I mean, obviously you're not even maintaining it, but if you're just going to straight up just say, hey, man, I don't want to talk about what's on Telegram, you obviously don't want to get the help. You're just going to repress it, and you're going to relapse again, and you're going to find yourself.
It's a private conversation, not a conversation on a camera and on a camera phone in front of people I don't know. That's something you talk to in front of a therapist.
Well, I can send them to the car if you want to. If that'll make it better for you.
I mean, I'm not gonna continue this conversation. I mean,
Oh, okay. So it doesn't.
At this point, I'm done. Like.
So because you're on camera, there's no full accountability here.
Huh?
So since you're on camera, there's no full accountability here. Since you're on camera, you're just gonna. I don't know, man. Just give me an untruth about Telegram. I mean, I could send them to the car if you want to get real here, man. We can. That's fine. Because again, it's not about there. I mean, you have to agree to say I didn't do anything to you, but you have to say on camera right now that you're going to agree that I didn't do anything to you.
He's not a threat. I mean,
physically. Okay. So you want me to send him to the car?
Yes, please.
Okay. So can we have a real talk then?
I mean,
Can we just get real with you? We can get real. I'll send him to the car. We can get real with each other. That's fine with me. Because, yeah, it's not about what's on camera, dude. It's about my safety with the camera.
I get that.
Okay. So I'll send him to the car, but we need to be real with each other here, okay?
I'm going to call the conversation here.
So what's the point of sending him to the car?
Enough with the cameras. I'm done with this conversation. Like, just period in general. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, I'm up in the head. And
I'm not saying you're up. You're the one saying this over and over again, dude. I'm trying to figure out what you got sucked into because, look, you're not the only person that I want to talk to about this type of stuff. I want to try to figure out why the rehabilitation is so high, the relapsing is so high with this type of stuff. I don't think the internet's helping you at all, man.
The internet doesn't help, and then society shunning it and not wanting to help.
Yeah, I ain't shunning shit, dude. Did I call you sick one time?
No.
Okay.
I'm also trying to figure out, like, who you are. Like, where's this coming from?
We have a group called Kid Protectors USA, and we just make sure that adults don't talk to kids online, kids don't talk to adults online. And yeah, are there some people that I've talked to that have ended up in handcuffs? Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. Are there some people that I think just need help and not trouble? Absolutely, 100%. And yeah, I think you are one of those guys. I mean, Brandon, there are people. If you
the one that needs help.
For sure. Brandon, there are some people that are so sick that I've talked to. I'm talking about bringing to go chop up a 1-year-old. Okay? So if you're calling yourself, dude, I've seen way worse. If you want to put yourself on a totem pole here, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. But if you want to say some shit like, oh, but I'm not going to talk about my associations with the people at the top of the totem pole, because that's pretty much what you're telling me, because my cameras, my cameras, the whole mud this thing. You're in the right-wing memes like I am. So I mean, if you don't want to separate yourself from the truth, then screw it. I mean, why should I try to separate? I'm trying to separate you, bro. Okay? Because I already know in those Telegram groups, if you're is there any kids in the house? Okay. So you're telling me you didn't produce any of the images in there, you didn't produce any of the videos. That is already separates you a whole lot,
Right.
which I appreciate, man.
Right.
Okay. So now what I want to do, since I'm giving you the chance to separate yourself, what are these like Russian groups, Ukrainian groups that you were in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Definitely not American.
Yeah. So now I know exactly what it was then. Okay. So, look, man. The reason I'm comfortable having this conversation with you is because, yeah. Look, I'm going to tell you straight up. I know you jacked off to some up shit. Okay, I know you did. All right. You don't have to tell me yes or no. I just know you did because I'm not stupid. But it's the fact that you regret it and feel, if I'm going to use guilty about it. That's why I'm talking. That's why I'm comfortable enough to talk to you to figure out, because look, I'm a private citizen, man. So I can't just go into these groups and see what's being posted because then I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? I can't just do that, So that's why I'm asking you what is in those groups so I can know without having to be in it. You know what I mean?
Let your imagination run wild and you'll know. That's what's in these groups.
Well, yeah, I know, but I think you've been in these groups where they've sent some of the worst child on it. Because when you said Russian and Ukrainian, I know that took it up a notch. Because I know USA, they got the teen models and shit, like whatever. But again, it's just internet stuff, man. Okay, like if you were meeting real kids, whatever, I wouldn't have the sympathy for you, man, at all. But since there's internet shit, I'm giving you the chance to separate yourself. So I already know it's not. I know it's Russian, Ukrainian. It all points.
90% of those groups that I've joined was a link was sent to me through some other form of social media.
Yeah.
I click on it. Yeah, I might be in it. I might comment on it, but
Sure.
eventually 90% of those, I either exit myself or the group itself gets deleted.
Okay. So, I do have a Telegram myself, not in those groups, but I'm in some political groups. I've been in those for 2 years, man. Never gets deleted. Okay. So I appreciate you telling me that, man. That's how you separate yourself, truly, Brandon. So, how bad is this content? And is it bad? Like, are these?
Like I just said, let your imagination run wild.
No. Or we can just get what's in there. I could imagine, but I'd rather just.
Yeah, these.
All right, can we have the real talk then if I send them to the car? All right.
I'll go a little bit longer, but.
Sure. All right, to the car.
I don't know how good your range is with your microphone.
Oh, dude, this records independently, man.
I don't know what that means.
Well, basically, the cameras are being. Okay.
My brain's in that bad spot. I'm liking that stuff, and then it's like eventually it's like, what the f am I doing? And I exit.
So I've heard from other people are posting pictures. Not saying you're.
Seen those.
Okay. What's the youngest age you think?
Preteen.
Preteen. So like 10, 11, 12?
That's preteen.
Okay. Hey man, people have different definitions of preteen. You got some people, 14's an adult, bro, which, you do you, but like, I don't think that. Okay. So are these like videos or pictures being sent in those, or both?
Both.
Okay. How long were these videos with these preteens?
Huh?
How long were the videos with the preteens on average, you think?
I couldn't tell you that. They go from seconds to minutes.
Okay. When's the last time you were associated with one of these groups?
last year,
Okay.
fall of last year, maybe.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, fall of last year.
So what percentage of these images or videos in the groups that they would send, what percentage would be of like children, if you had to guess?
I don't know, half. I don't know, half.
Half. Okay. Were there videos of like children performing sex on adults or vice versa sent in these groups?
I mean, like I said, there's everything in these groups.
Okay. What do you think the main thing was in there? Like, was it children and adult like doing shit together? Was that like the main thing they would send?
I don't understand this line of question.
Like, what do you think the main type of thing that was sent in the group was? Like, what children doing what? Okay. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you have that you need to get rid of right now?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't save anything.
Okay. Is there times that you've like deleted stuff from your phone that you had to delete?
What do you mean?
Like, are there times where you saved some of that stuff and got rid of it?
No.
So this was all just you never downloaded or
Right.
okay. So how many of these basically, and since hey man, I appreciate you being, how many of these child porn groups were you in?
2, 3. Not. Yeah. Just a. Yeah.
Well, you said 90% of the time they would get deleted or you would leave them. So 90% isn't 2 or 3. I mean, this had to be were these 2 or 3 groups you stayed in for an extended period of time? Or how many groups total do you think you joined to that stuff?
Not many. Not. I mean, you're asking for legit, like literal numbers. I can't give you literal numbers. Like very few, just a couple.
Okay.
And then like, yeah, I would like, my brain would come to my senses, and I'd be like, I get the f out of here, and I'd delete them.
Okay. Were there any?
Myself from them.
Yeah. Were there any other apps besides Telegram?
No.
So it was Instagram, Telegram, Facebook. You had a Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This
There's
is
nothing on Twitter.
it was pre Elon Musk Twitter. I don't know.
Oh,
You tell me.
No, I didn't have a pretty long. Well, I did, but I didn't use it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the current thing. I support the current thing that is pre Elon Musk. Love it, by the way. But
I mean, you gotta join the crowd, right?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. When are you getting microchips?
Oh, when the government tells me to, forces me to.
Okay, actually, I'm going to leave here because you're a great citizen. All right.
I'm not anti-government, but I'm not,
Yeah, I'm anti 90% of the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vaccine, like the microchipping, the kissing their ass, I'm follow the current thing.
Well, you can always just give yourself a heart attack like right now if you just save your grandma. But so
I just start wearing a wig and a dress.
Dude, you are brave, bro.
They can't cancel me, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. And I could even say for you when, we address this and get help, like, let's go Brandon. So
I hated that phrase.
it is annoying. It's the media's fault for bringing it up.
Another disease, the media.
Yeah. Oh, well, dude, they're trying to save you. I'm actually I'm gonna fact check you on some of these here, but okay. So, I mean, how low when your mind wanders? Like, how low does your age go? Because I have 6 here. I mean,
It's whatever pops up, pretty much.
okay. Have you like come across like maybe not infant but like toddler pics on your feed?
Yeah, I don't stick around for those. I don't.
Okay. So there's some type of line where even when you're carried away, you're like, okay, not this, never this carried away.
Right.
Okay. So where did the toddler pics pop up? I mean, look, I'm not going to fight you on you not staying in those. I don't doubt that for a second you wouldn't look at that shit. Or I don't doubt for a second you would look at that stuff. But where would that pop up? Just curious.
Telegram.
Telegram. Okay.
Telegram. Horrible.
I don't know how anybody can just get it. It's insane. It's insane to me. Or if you get it, like, you have to put your ID in or something because so they know who the f***'s sending this shit.
Yeah, obviously. You're here.
Yeah. So, how many times do you think you've come across toddler stuff on Telegram?
It's mixed in with everything.
Really? Okay. So were even like toddler videos sent in these groups? Were even like videos of toddlers sent in these groups?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
everything.
So that brings me to the next question. How many times have, you just happened to be in there when infant stuff was sent?
A lot of times it would already be in there, and I'm playing the catch up on the scrolling through.
Okay.
Um,
So that was just kind of stuff that you would just skip over to get something a little bit older.
yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, just being honest, like, what was your preference when you would join these groups? Like, what were you hoping to find in there?
I didn't have a preference. It's just whatever got the rocks off.
Okay. I mean, were there times that your rocks got off to toddlers stuff?
Probably.
Okay. Hey.
Depending on how down the rabbit hole my brain went.
Oh, God. What about infant stuff?
I don't think so.
Okay. So toddler, we're talking like 3 or 4 here that you got your rocks off to, and if it happened, it's okay. I mean, I just want to know like how deep is the hole that you got to dig yourself out of, which is okay.
That hole varies, depending on where my brain's at.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember like the feeling you had after getting your rocks off of toddler stuff? Like, do you remember specifically?
Everything. It was, what the fuck am I doing? And
Really?
Like, just walk away.
Okay. Okay.
Like that spark was finally hitting
Sure.
normal.
So how many times? How often would you view this stuff?
I could go weeks without it. I could go a couple of days without it.
Okay. When's the most recent time you did?
It's been a while.
Like.
Like I said, I haven't been on those groups for a couple months. So yeah, it's been a while.
Okay.
Unless you're gonna prove me wrong.
No, I don't. No, with that, I need your word, man.
As far as it's been a few months since I've seen any of those groups, and I just resort to like
Sure. Sure.
to get the rocks off so that my brain starts kicking normal.
That's good. So do your parents like? And I'm not about to go say, hey, Mr. But like, do your parents know that like? Your parents know that you were still kind of dipping your toes in and out of this stuff? No. Okay. I guess it's hard to when you're just on your phone, right? So was this on your phone or a computer or just phone? All on the phone. Okay. So yeah, I know the internet rabbit hole has been terrible to you, man. Okay. It sucks that. Like, yeah, I'm not going to bullshit here and say you're completely a victim here, because you're not. You did this, but, on the other hand, if you put, I'm not eating cake right now, but if there was a piece of chocolate cake dangling in front of me, I don't know if I'd eat it or not. It'd be, especially if it was here every single day, and I had to I could go days without it, but yeah, I know what you mean. But I can see you giving in, man, if this is an issue. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not going to read too much of these, but Lisa said her sister was 6, and you said?
That conversation I literally do not remember.
Okay, so is Emily the one you remember then?
Barely,
okay.
If at all.
Okay. Because when I start reading Lisa's stuff, you're like, okay, I don't remember any of this shit. But with Emily,
I remember the Emily one.
But with Emily, you're kind of like, yeah, kind of, yeah.
I may have, I may not have. I mean, obviously I have, but
I think
it's one of those, like, I'm not 100% this conversation because I don't remember, but I want to remember to help you help me,
right.
if that makes sense.
Well, I think what's happening is Emily's ringing a bell for you, but you just don't remember much besides that you flirted with her and you regret it. I think that's kind of, okay.
But the Lisa one, I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, so is it fair to say you remember Emily more than Lisa?
Well, I just said I don't remember Lisa at all. So.
Okay. So Emily's kind of just a distant memory to you then, or?
A distant, faint memory that
Okay.
I don't remember much of the conversation, if anything at all, other than
Okay.
what you told me.
Okay. I mean, to both of them, you just talked about like the thigh stuff, and like that's definitely how you talk. I mean, because it's consistent.
I'm a thigh guy. I love thighs.
I'm one too. Well, Brandon. No.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not asking for blah blah blah. And here you did ask. You said I want to see her chest, referring to the 6-year-old. So I know about like Telegram groups and stuff like that, and I also know there's like individual traders, like the pizza guys and all that shit. How many of those traders would you mingle with on there, or would mingle with you if you had to guess?
When I was in those.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There, I was getting, hey, let's trade, hey, and then they'd like either spam me with
Mm-hmm.
pictures and be like, I ain't got nothing for you, and then that would end the conversation.
Okay. What would they spam you with? I assume child.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times do you think you'd get spammed with? Like, how many times did they offer to trade with you?
What do you mean, like?
Like how many times do you think traders have hit you up and been like, hey, let's trade, and whatever?
Dozen.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, they see I'm online, and then they'll be like, hey, jump in the DMs and like, hey, you want to trade? I was like, I got nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
So you got spammed a lot with that shit? Okay. So these traders, I mean, how young do they spam you with?
Everything?
Like infant stuff and up?
No, I wouldn't say infant. Maybe toddler and then up.
Okay. And all just sex, all that nasty shit?
Or here's a teaser of what I've got.
Okay.
I'll send more if you send me something. And
Sure.
It's like, I got nothing for you, so you're wasting your time.
Did they offer to sell you any?
No. Yeah,
Oh.
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So there's a difference between, because I know Telegram, like you can forward stuff without saving it. Did you ever forward anything to them? Like rather than you saving it and distributing it, you just kind of take a picture in some other chat and forward it to them? No.
Those people coming in the DMs, like, I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm just here for a minute. I'm gone. Like, get the from
Okay.
me.
You're just basically there to get your rocks off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lack of a better word.
Yeah. I hate to put it that way, but it is what it is. So, gosh, trying to think here. So, like, yeah, I know Telegram is pretty recent. Like, when do you think you got your Telegram account?
I don't know.
Was this years ago?
Not years ago, no. Couple years.
Couple years. Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean I got it just for that.
Sure.
Because there are decent groups on Telegram.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you get through all the bullshit.
Right. When do you think it kind of devolved into that? Like the stuff?
I don't know. That was kind of just. It wasn't like a one-lane road, though.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, you're like, when did it devolve into it? Like, when did you just like veer off?
Yeah. Right. Sure. Like, when did it start to like snowball, like you said earlier?
I don't know. Probably 2 years ago.
Okay. So talking like 2021.
2 years ago, yeah.
Okay.
2021, okay.
Hey man, we're college dropouts, all right? We're not graduates. Just
I didn't
clarifying.
even go to college. What are you talking about?
Oh well,
I barely passed high school.
well, I did a year of college. Okay, so all right. So look, man, you're not a boomer, but you're not young either. You know, so I think you were definitely old or young enough to be into just open internet for a very long time before these apps came around. I mean, I just don't. I mean, this doesn't make any logical, because you said you fight battles, you can go days and weeks without it, sure. So your registry is 14 years ago. Your Telegram start date is, I guess, 12 years after that. So what kind of started to put you back on this path? Because I know you didn't just wake up one day, like you said, and just start, lusting after toddlers. I mean, after the registry, how did you get back on this path of this bad path?
Depression.
Okay.
A couple years ago, falling into hardship
Sure.
and just looking for an escape. So you go to, Instagram and try to get lost in there, and then you end up down a path that's like, what the?
Sure. Was this was there stuff pre-Instagram that you would kind of just look up online? Okay. How long have you been on Instagram for? Had to be longer than Telegram. I don't think anyone goes Telegram to Instagram.
No, I mean, on and off Telegram or Instagram years. That doesn't necessarily mean that this rabbit hole was awesome.
Yeah, right. So I know I got it. I'm younger than you are. I may not look it, but I'm 32. I know I got Instagram in 2012. Is that about when you got it?
I couldn't tell you, dude.
Okay.
You're a numbers guy, obviously. I'm not. Like, I could not.
Yeah, with my year of college under my belt. But has Instagram been over 5 years that you've had it?
Sure.
Okay. How long did it take you to start going down this rabbit hole on Instagram?
A couple years ago.
Okay. So was this pre-2020, pre-COVID? A little bit before COVID or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm curious how Instagram, because I know Instagram, you're not looking at any child on there, but
Right.
what's kind of being displayed to you on Instagram? Like, what did you look up, or what did you come across to make you eventually look, honestly get off to toddlers?
I mean, you're going through the feeds and, preteen girls are on there, and then you start liking that, and like the algorithm starts taking you off to like Russian models.
Oh.
And that kind of stuff. And then
All you had to say was Russia.
The DMs start coming in and the links.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Russian models on Instagram lead you to the pretty much illegal shit on Telegram.
Honestly, Instagram used to go the way of Telegram used to go.
Hey man, I'm all for that. I'm all for social media prohibition, man. I think YouTube needs to get a lot less strict. Instagram needs to get a lot more strict. Probably in the same boat on that.
Surprising considering it's owned by China.
Instagram?
Yeah. No, it's Facebook.
Well, they're the same company.
Tencent.
No, TikTok's owned by China.
Yeah.
You have TikTok too?
Yeah, I dabble in it.
Okay. What? Same little girls dancing? No. What do you look up on there?
Mostly just whatever pops up on the For You feed and role playing. I like No Pixel or Grand Theft Auto role playing.
Okay. So, I mean, if you've been on Instagram since pre-COVID, kind of getting into this rabbit hole, I mean, if you had to guess, how many, younger ladies under 18, like underage, did you actually kind of reach out to and have conversations with like this? Like,
I couldn't put in, I don't know.
Okay. Is it more than 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That's okay.
90% of it is send a follow, get a follow back, and just hit the automatic hi.
And then then if they respond back, it just kind of...
No, if they respond back, then 90% of the time, they're asking me how old I am. If I say adult, they block.
Okay.
And it's like, all right, whatever. I don't give a
How old do you think is the average age of the girl that you would reach out to, if you had to guess?
I don't reach out to these girls. Like, I mean,
We said hi, you know.
it's,
Yeah, but they
it's
say
a
hi to.
generic
Yeah,
hi.
they say hi to. Yeah, they say hi to.
teens.
Okay. Like 13 to 17 teens,
Sure.
more specific.
Teens,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, can
And
I?
in their 20s also, you know.
Okay. Can I? Oh, so you talk to adults too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. That gives me a peace of mind. So it's
Yeah,
not like it's not
I'm
like
not going in there singling out. You
right,
know,
right, right.
It's
You
whoever wants to spark up a conversation.
okay? I see. So yeah, let me give you my phone number. Well, if you hit me up, I'll hit you up tonight. I'm gonna go eat dinner, but I'll hit you up tonight.
Tonight? Or how
Well,
about a couple, another day? Let me process what the just happened.
I mean, what I
I
mean,
gotta talk to them still.
I can always. I mean, okay, yeah, whatever you want. But yeah, I'll give you my phone number and we'll get it figured out here.
Okay.
You got your phone on you? Well, is there anything on there that you should get rid of?
Why? Need my phone? No, there's not. But at the same time,
No, I'm not going to take your phone, but I can just.
number.
It's going to be.
Read it back.
Yeah, I'm from Texas. As we all tell everybody that's out of state. Yeah. See, that's why, man. I came all the way. God, I could just. What county is this? Grand Traverse, whatever the fuck it's called. This isn't Grand Traverse County. What's it called? Benzie. Yeah, I could have gone to Benzie County like any time. You know, I came up here to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
Plus, I hate the weather down there. It's too hot, so give me a good excuse.
Right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think what happens is we kind of trade places. Like, you know, I want to be up here, you want to be down there. But all right, Brandon, hit me up.
Yep.
Believed to be a 6-year-old girl and 11-year-old girl that we were posing as, and he said he's talked to other underage kids that, you know, weren't. And he also has told us that he has, in the past year, joined groups on this app called Telegram where he's doing stuff as young as toddlers. And he said this all on camera to us voluntarily. And we want to turn over the evidence to you guys. This isn't all of it, obviously, but this is what I printed out. And yeah, like here's him commenting. This isn't like a. I guess this is on Instagram. This is like a preview, like a video, like a little girl, you know, about you know what he's commenting, like more video, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So yeah, I can send these all to you digitally or something, but he's a sex offender. He's not stopping.
How old is this guy?
37. He lives at. Yeah, they're all out of order, but he's on the left, we're on the right, on all of them.
So you've got a bunch of, some way to tie actually him, you know, to say, yeah, for sure it's him.
Oh, yeah.
To these usernames and stuff?
Yeah, and he admitted, like, he wrote those messages, and, like, when I would read a message saying, here you are asking him for a picture of their thighs, he's like, yeah, I'm a thigh guy, and stuff like that. And then we also have his Facebook link, too, as well printed out, so y'all can preserve his account. And he said he faintly remembers one of the, I mean, I think he remembers both of them, but he said he remembers like one of the conversations he had of like saying this type of stuff. And then the conversation was the exact same with the other decoy too. And yeah, he said he's a thigh guy, and he said that he's like receiving and stuff as young as toddlers too. Like this was on video.
And that's all stuff you have?
Yes, and we can send that over to you guys like in the next couple days or week.
That's him?
Yes, that's him sending a photo.
I'm gonna take some notes here real quick.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is put one of our detectives in touch with you.
Okay.
And it'll be a lot easier for them. to give the time that this is gonna.
Yeah, of course.
What's his name again?
Brandon, and then is his last name.
And you said, what was his address?
It's gonna be.
Contact you?
Here's my ID, and my phone number is and all that's correct on there.
No middle? Just
I don't know why it's on my license, but
Texas doesn't care.
I guess not. Yeah.
So it's Alex. Is there someplace local that you're staying, or?
We're gonna get some hotel in Norton Shores. I don't know yet. That's our next guy to go get. All right, we're at the Wichita Falls Police Station. Does that say police right there?
Yes.
Okay, and Wichita Falls Police. So is that a badge?
It looks like it.
So is it fair to say that's law enforcement presence in the video?
It says 911.
Yep, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yes, sir, we're here to turn this in right here. Okay, we're turning in evidence of a potential crime that was committed, and we're doing it with the police right here. Okay, okay. Just let me know when that gets to like a minute and 10 seconds, so we can just make sure it's in the video. Oh, does it say police headquarters right there?
It does.
So that's in this video, though, right? So is that not police presence?
Oh, there's another one over there.
Really? Let's go look at it. Wow. Look at all the police presence right there. I mean, that's law enforcement, isn't it? And would you say cops are part of law enforcement? No, they're not.
Oh.
Oh, do you work for YouTube? I'd say cops are part of law enforcement.
Yeah,
okay,
I do.
two to one.
Yeah,
two to one. So therefore that's law enforcement presence. That's in line with YouTube's TOS. So anyway, please sub to Rumble and join us on Local so we don't have to do this ridiculous stuff anymore. I'm sick of using this platform. My God, sub to Rumble in the pinned comment. We're gonna go turn it in actually now. Wow. Zoom in on it. Rafilos, guys. Are those all law enforcement officers? And they're in the video?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I think they're all just fascists.
Yeah. Remember, we gotta put them in the video, but we also have to say they're bad. What about this for these like police badges?
I think so.
These are Nazi signs.
Wow. Hey, you see that? That's our first international arrest in Canada. Oh, you see that? That's our arrest in our 42nd state in Delaware. YouTube's censoring channels like this left and right. If you want to keep this movement alive, consider joining Rokcs in the pinned comment. You can see all of these uncensored, no filter, for only $7 a month. And you can keep this movement alive and spite big tech. Choice is yours. You can support the group that has an arrest in 42 different states in 2 countries. You can see catches like the fire lieutenant, which I can't post publicly until after his trial. You can see all Stinghouse content that I think is too spicy for here, plus much, much more. Contribute directly to getting these people off the streets. Keep yourself entertained. Keep us going. Join Locals. Pin comment.